Alright guys, it's time for some long overdue bike care. Who? Oh yeah. Alright, let's get her on the angle iron here so I can change the oil. Alright, we'll start by removing this 8mm bolt on the skid plate. And then the skid plate. Come over here, grab your oil pan, and just kick it under there so that works. Now before anything else though, I do want and need to pre-soak my oil filter. Oh, save that for later. Nice, fresh, clean oil filter. Put that in the cup right there. Make sure you throw away your trash. Then to the closet. Now I don't want to use the oil that I'm going to be putting directly in to my bike. Beautiful. Just a little goes a long way. There we go. I'll just call that good. Save this for the next time. Because I'm going to be using genuine Honda oil. That's the poison I pick. Shout out to Michael Jackson. Next up, we are going to get under the bike. And we are going to break loose that drain bolt down there. I gotta get that out of the way first. Dang. Then this always makes a mess. You can never control it. And there we go. Next up, gotta clean off my hand and that bolt. Sweet. All right. Clean the bolt real quick. Beautiful. And while we're at it, change this oil filter, this crush washer. Okay, another trick, you can see how there's like a scrunchy side and a smoother side. I always put the crunchier looking side on the bottom side, or on the bottom of the bolt, like that. Now I'll get the other drain, or crush washer out before I take out the other drain bolt, because yes, I'm changing both engine and transmission oil. And these old Honda, well, not even old, most of these Honda 4-strokes have 2 separate oils. So, just like that. Once most of that oil is drained, I like to stand the bike upright and take the dipstick out. just to help anything else come out. Beautiful. That's some dark oil. I went one too many rides without changing it, so not surprised that it's yucky. Alright, now clean off the surface, a little bit brake cleaner, wipe it down so it's dry, and then take your new crush oil washer bolt and just thread it on there. And then, you know, of course the factory is going to recommend a torque, and you should always use that torque, but I never do. I just go snug with my triangle like that, and then that's always worked for me. Never had any issues. So next one I like to clean off before, because sometimes a lot of mud and crap from the chain get flung on it. But this is the transmission oil bolt, and this one I just blast it off real quick and pull it out. Oh, damn it. Of course I do. After proceeding to drop your drain bolt into the pan full of dirty oil, and once you clean it off, just change out that crush washer. And again, same principle. The crunchy side goes towards the actual face of the bolt. I don't think it matters. That's just how I do it. I've always done it. So, and it works for me, and I don't care. And then while you're at it, I'll take out the oil filter, just because it's on this side. Oh, dang, okay. Just don't come out, there we go. And I hold it there, twist it to break it loose. There we go. Oh. Dang! That's nasty! I only have like 5 rides on this oil change. Ooh, okay. Interesting. This is probably the nastiest oil filter I've ever seen come out of this bike. Thankfully there's nothing in it, or it looks like there's nothing in it. I'll cut it open and see, but let's just compare. This is what the new one is supposed to look like, and this is the old one. I only have 5 rides on there, on that oil change, so I'm very surprised. Right, well, crusty oil filter out of the way, because in reality it doesn't matter. Time to clean out the old oil filter port, and then put the spring in. Put the spring in the right side, and then put your oil filter in the seal, and then put it in a chamber. Of course it's not going to go in. Sweet. And then just lightly run these screws in. You don't want to strip these out or anything. And then tighten them up by hand once you're done. Oh, wrong one. Okay, that is perfect. Then swap out your heads for 12. Put your new drain bolt for the transmission in with its new, or not the new, but the new crush washer drain bolt. And then put that in. And then go through and either torque it to the right spec or tighten it by hand, which is perfect for me. And then once you're done with that, go ahead, dispose of your oil properly. For me, I put them in big jugs, and then I take them to AutoZone where they can deal with it. Next thing, put your skid plate back on. if you have one. And sometimes you just gotta push it on, and then perfect. All back together. Right, now it's oil. So the engine takes 24 ounces, and the transmission, I believe, takes 25. So I always like to pre-measure it, and in these measuring cups, just go by ounces. And this thing only goes up to 18 ounces, so I'll just have to do 2 runs for engine oil. There's 18, and then I'll have to come back for another 6 afterwards. All right. You don't want to spill that for obvious reasons. Take your fill plug / dipstick. Clean it off real quick, clean off the lip, and then put your funnel in. All right. Next is oil. So I'll fill up the engine oil and I'll get back to you guys when I do the transmission. It's pretty much the same for the transmission side. Just got to put in your funnel real quick while it's there, and then clean out the engine oil from your measuring cup. That's good enough. It doesn't matter too much, being the fact that it's just the transmission. Like I wouldn't want engine oil in the, or I wouldn't want transmission oil in the engine, but engine oil in the transmission, I don't care too much. But this also needs 24 ounces. I thought it was 25. It's also very much 24. You know, looking at just how the color of these oils are naturally, I don't think the oil that came out of it was too dirty, but I don't think it was the cleanest. I was also late for an oil change, so that was on me. But if you guys don't know, I race the Arizona Off-Road Promotions Grand Prix Series, and my next race is in about a month, and it's the Mormon Lake Grand Prix in Arizona, just south of Flagstaff. So I need to get my bike ready. She's ready, and every aspect except for the oil change, which I kept putting off because I'm lazy. But now I'm doing it, so after this, there shouldn't be anything I have to do. And I apologize to you guys for just not uploading. I haven't really been motivated to make videos. It's hard to make videos, really hard. And I already know this video is not going to be the greatest. Not because it's bad, but just because making videos suck and are hard to do. And you know, it's hard to get motivation when you are making videos, you put your work and your effort and time into it, and then you post on YouTube and it gets like 500 views. Like, bro, what's even the point of trying if I don't get rewarded for it? But let's button her up and start her up. For an example on that subject about making videos, I started a series of writing every day, and you know, I only did like 3 videos, and It's not that I stopped riding every day. I just stopped recording and uploading because I wasn't getting any reward for my video. You know, I put in that time, that effort to record and edit, and it's like, I don't even know why I do it. Now, enough baby talk. Let's get this bike going. Personally, after I change the oil, I like to kick it over a couple times just to turn the engine over, get all the oil in all the right places. Now, I have this style of kill switch on my bike, but it still works the same if you have like a normal push button one. Just hold it down. So I'm gonna keep mine off and just kick it over a couple times just to get the oil through everything. I'll get back to you guys when I start it. Okay. Just like that, oil has changed. Beautiful. Next thing I like to do is I do like to fill these out, so I'm just gonna do that real quick. And once you get that all filled out, I always just throw it on top of the last one. And there we go. Oil is all changed. All right. Final step. Just check your oil level. Just rode around the driveway, get it all warmed up. I honestly forget, especially after riding the WR450, I really forget how smooth and just controlled and powerful these electrons are. If you ever have an old carved bike like this and you want to make it basically feel like fuel injected, get Electron or Smart Carb if they make it for your bike. Phenomenal purchase. Very much pays for itself. Anyways, let's check this oil. So the procedure on my bike is pretty simple. Take the dipstick out, clean it off. You can kind of see the oil in there too. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I can see it. And just stick it in, leave it on top, check the level. It actually looks a little low on my bike, so I might just top it up a tiny bit. But that's how simple it is. Check your oil and how to change it. Now, I do want to do some updates. I do plan on recording the Mormon Lake race this year. So I do plan on not just that, but I also want to record the rest of the races this year, because I still have a couple more coming up. And I just want to start making videos again. Or at least try to. I'm trying to, upgrade my recording styles, my editing skills. I've just been working on it all. And so this is going to be kind of the first YouTube video where I actually put my work to test. So we'll see how it does. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.